Hello and welcome. As promised, today we are getting the third episode of Under the Witch's Trial. Let's see what is gonna happen now. The sun shines a little brightly despite the general darkness of the forest. I'd always had trouble with light. When I gradually opened my eyes, Kuro is standing near the fire pit, roasting a couple of fish over it on his sword. What a sight and smell to wake up to. We have breakfast. I won't complain. I entered the life of a noble, only to eat fish roasted on a sword. But Kuro looks at me with expectation in his eyes, and I bite back my whining with an F word. Well, thanks. What about Layla? She's still asleep. I look over at a little distance. Layla is indeed still lying on a haphazardly made nest of branches, leaves, and other random foliage, snoring softly. Was she the last one awake? No. Did you get any sleep? More than I did when I worked at the manor. Oh. I try to ignore the feeling of guilt that pricks in my chest. It's not my fault, it was the previous host. Damn it, Kuro is just smirking at me again. In any case, we should probably wake her before the food goes cold. I sigh, deciding not to try to argue with him, and walk over to Layla to shake her. Layla, it's morning. 5 minutes. Come on, you should wake up. Another snore escaped her lips. Okay, it wasn't like that. She's really deep asleep. How tired is she? Come on, Layla, you should... Who's attacking? No one? Layla grabs the stuffed light next to her and clutches it close to her chest, scooting back, her eyes wild. Get away from me, don't... Layla, it's me, August, you remember, right? Huh? Oh, She finally seems to relax, and her stuff falls aside. She just looks down again, biting her lip. I'm sorry, I didn't. That was a heck of a reaction to waking up. I suddenly feel so guilty and try to joke it off. It's fine. You're kind of heavy sleeper, huh? She just keeps looking down at her feet. It is rare for me to sleep without nightmares. Were you having one? No, but usually I'm awakened by more forceful means, so I thought, well, I'm sorry. Her words make me realize that I know very little about her life. All I know is she's had it hard before she met Kuro in the original game. But it doesn't seem like I should just ask her about it right now, so what can I do? Pat her head, take her to get breakfast. Dude, let's go. Pat her head, man. Maybe it was just me being impulsive, but I reach over and pat her head. Her hair is very soft. Hey, what are you doing? Don't overthink it. Everything will be okay, so... No one has ever said that to me before! What kind of upbringing did she have? I know she was a nymph, but the game doesn't really go into much detail about them. That's... I'm sorry. That sounds tough. She remains silent and lets me ruffle her hair. We stayed like that for a couple of moments before I opened my mouth again. Hey, let's go eat, okay? We should get breakfast before it's cold. She nods, and we finally separate. At least she seems a bit more steady as she picks up her stuff again. Kuro looks a bit impatient as Layla and I finally rejoin him at the campfire. The fish have at least been removed from his sword and set aside on leaves. You've taken quite a while. Just hurry up and pass the food. Yes, Lord August. I told you to stop calling me that.
Hurt to do with that attitude, my lord.
I glared at him, but he just smiles back innocently.
This guy
sure likes acting like a brat. To avoid responding, I just bite into a roasted fish, as does Lila. It tastes surprisingly good. I guess I was just hungry.
In that case, what would you suggest we call you instead?
Like I said. Please just call me August. No title, no honorifics, alright?
Well, if you're certain.
It'll be a little difficult, but if it is your wish, I'm happy to comply.
Of course. I as well. I simply want to make sure since you were fairly delirious last night.
I was injured, not delirious.
Same difference.
I rolled my eyes at him. He just smirks again as we continue to eat. Honestly, the Kuro in the game had been completely unlike this. He was sharp and talked a little, the quintessential edgy JRPG protagonist. But now he was joking and opening up and actually showing interest, and it made me... Did it make me feel guilty that I was still bringing him to Mimosa? But before I could say anything else... If you are to be so open and fast, then I'm sure a truth of mine as well. I turned to look at her, slightly surprised. I almost finished eating and so had Kuro, but Lila's fish sits in her hands untouched. I do not require food to subsist.
That is your secret?
I also don't have a grandmother.
You lied.
Yes, however, please believe me when I say that I did not do it of my own volition. There resides a witch at the heart of these woods.
No way! I didn't know that.
Who could have guessed? She requires the flesh of humans to survive. And I... And you? She glances at me for a moment. Oh. I'm tasked with bringing humans to her, to lead them to her lair so she may consume them. And suddenly Kuro is towering over her, his expression furious.
Of course, I should have known all this time. You are lying to us.
Kuro, hang on. I'm sure she had her reasons, at least let her...
You heard it just as well as I did. She's trying to get us killed.
If she is, why would she confess? Come on! Kuro starts at that. And finally seems to calm a little, though he's still glaring at Lila. Lila clutches her stuff and shudders nervously. Nevertheless, with the situation momentarily calmed, I find my thoughts rapidly churning. Solar had been working with Mimosa, that explained a lot, but now she was betraying Mimosa. And by the way, she looked at me now. She was expecting me to understand something as well.
So then, out with it. Why would you confess?
I wish to assist you too. I do not wish to continue with the witch's employ. But first I must speak with August alone. Huh?
And why should you need to do that if you want to help?
Kuro, she wouldn't make it that obvious she wanted to hurt me. Let me just hear her out. Kuro glares at me and then sighs. But his eyes remain as sharp as his sword.
Then do as you wish. However, call for me if she tries anything. If she harms you, I will not spare her.
Oh boy. Oh boy. With a thankful and pleading look at me, Lila leads me a little ways out of Kuro's earshot. For I noticed she hasn't tried to leave his line of sight, so she really wasn't trying to do anything. I steady my voice. Well, what is it, Lila? I know you have also been dealing with my master.
Hey.
I do not know what she has promised you in exchange for Kurosaki's life, but it cannot be worth it.
She will not stop at him. She will kill magic-bearing humans until there are none left, and then she will move on to those without magic and everyone else. She's a true monster.
So that's what she thinks of Mimosa, I see. But it sounds like she doesn't know that my deal with Mimosa was for magic, just for Kura's life. But wait, hang on. Why are you telling me this now?
Of course I could not tell you at night, for she hears all in these woods under the moonlight, but... You mean why is it I wish to betray her now?
I noticed. Try to keep my expression steady, even despite my turmoil of thoughts.
I originally only wish to preserve my life by fulfilling my task to her, but I have come to see her compassion and Kurosaki's strength. I believe you may be able to defeat her.
Huh? Kuro was strong, that part was true, but...
Me?
I'm not really, I'm just a coward.
You are not. You are kinder than anyone I have known, and since you have power that Mimosa fears, and I know we are capable. Please trust me. Tonight, she will separate us in the woods, and then hunt down Kurosaki alone. However...
She holds out her hands. In it are 3 charms that look a little like roots. What kind of roots? What kind of roots, I wonder?
These are the charms of my people, the nymphs of these woods. Those carrying charms made of the same tree root will be able to find each other.
Ooh, interesting. If we each take one, we can easily regroup. Kurosaki may find shelter and wait for us to reach him, and we can ambush the witch together. Which I read in the wrong voice, but I will not repeat it again. Actually, I will, because I'm weird.
If we take each one, we can easily regroup. Kurosaki may find shelter and wait for us to reach him, and we can ambush the witch together.
I see. And you wanted to tell me this in private because... okay. Because if Kuro realized I also had a deal with Musa, he'd probably just kill me.
Well, yeah. You also saw how he acted. And I know betraying the witch will be very dangerous for you as well, but there is no other way. She could not mean anything good, even if you were to fulfill your end of the bargain. And Kurosaki... Whatever the case, he does not deserve this, does he?
But dude, we want to date me more. Lila is right. Lila was right. Goro might kill me if he got pissed or lost control again, but... He actually wasn't that bad, was he? And neither was Lila, even if she'd been lying to us. Goro was kinda cute when he acted proud of being a butler. He did seem to be trying to protect me. And damn it! Even if I want to leave, I couldn't leave with myself if I just threw him to the wolves like this. But then the magic deal, if Musa held that over me and Kuro and Lila found out Lila, let's go back to Kuro now.
Hi, are you sure? But what?
There's something I have to tell him too. Kuro is sitting where he was when we returned to the camp. His eyes are still sharp, but at least he isn't glaring at Lila anymore.
Well, what was it?
Well, about that. Shit, now that I was standing here, how did I actually tell him something like this? I was going to sell your soul to Musa for magic too. Hahaha. Did I have a death wish, but... I see something unexpected in Kuro's eyes when I manage to meet them. Strangely enough, it's not anger, it's concern. And for some reason that loosens my tongue. I was also dealing with Mimosa with the witch.
What?
She
told me she would give magic if I brought you to her, and I thought, well, if I couldn't protect myself otherwise I had to take the deal. Oh dear. But you must know that the witch's deal will always be in her favor. She could not possibly have offered you magic without something in it for her.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have known that. And my newly found courage was already gone. I couldn't beat Kuro's eyes at all. I mean, I didn't really have a choice. I didn't know if she'd kill me or not if I refused, but... Ah, no, damn it, that's not the point. The point is, I'm also a total asshole, an idiot liar. I'm exactly the sort of cannon fodder villain I look like. I'd get it if you want to kill me. Probably hate me too, but, just, do it quickly, okay? I squeezed my eyes shut. I'm not really sure what being stabbed feels like, or maybe Kuro would just cut me in half. But then, something hits the top of my head.
Ow! Ow, what are you?
Kuro's fist was grinding into my hair, but was this a noogie? And then he just stepped back after ruffling my hair. I already figured there was something weird about this trip. You were always scared of the monsters in these woods, and then decided to take a trip to their heart, just to fetch a pendant that you don't even care about, but that you knew was a heirloom of my family's. But I didn't expect to be so good at lying for so long.
Sorry,
Don't apologize like that. You're a lord. I am still your butler, after all.
Huh? Huh? What? Huh? What? Where did this come from? Are you alright with this? But I was going to...
Are you asking to be stopped?
Yeah. Okay, definitely sounded like Lila there. Oh, what is Lila doing anyway? Why is she laughing at this? I'm going to be stopped here. Now I understand. You truly are a compassionate and honorable lord.
Wait, what? You too? You might have been scheming, but you're still a fool. If you'd just sent me to the woods on my own for the pendant, I wouldn't even have known I was walking into a trap. But you still came along, brought a bow, tried to help me fight.
Yeah, you didn't wish for him to die after all, did you? Oh. For some reason, I actually never thought of sending Kuro off on his own to die, yeah.
Admittedly, Mimosa had promised me magic, but that doesn't actually mean I needed to put myself in danger to come see her in the woods, did it? He's got a point. And then you just stand there and tell me your whole plan without even trying to defend yourself while your knees are shaking the whole time. You're such a hopeless idiot. I guess that's why you need us with you.
I suppose I must agree.
Well, I have absolutely no idea how the conversation ended up like this. But it seemed like things had worked out somehow, and I felt a bit lighter. Sorry, but, well, thanks. The two of them grinned back at me, and then, finally, we settled down to work out the plan against Mimosa. Finally, evening fell once again. The full moon hadn't risen yet, but everyone was silent and on the edge. Lila had told us to avoid speaking of our plan as soon as dusk fell, as Mimosa might hear. So we were now walking through the woods without talking, pretending to deliver Kuro to the point that Mimosa wanted. Would the plan work? Was Mimosa powerful enough to figure out our deception anyway? And could Kuro and Lila even defeat her at night, when her power was strongest? But before I could think any further on that point... Hang on, do you hear that?
What is...
And before I could tell whether either of them were acting or genuinely horrified, I was suddenly back at that infinite lake under the bright, ever-present moon.
What's up?
Okay, Mimosa, here's the deal I have for you. We don't kill anyone, and the two of us go on a date. That on the spot for sure. And Mimosa was standing there just as before, smiling at me.
Wonderful, you've made it back here.
I swallowed my yelp of surprise and forced my face into a slightly more neutral expression again.
Yeah, I guess I have. But what am I doing here? Don't look so shocked. You wanted magical power, didn't you? And I also wish to see your true strength. Perhaps even against that idiot of a swordsman, so you shall have it now, as soon as you complete the trial of the moon.
Wait, she really was giving me magic already? Huh? Somehow it didn't really make sense, but there was no time to think about that. I kept my face and voice steady with an effort and tried to sound excited even though I felt a pang of guilt. Haha, let's go! Yeah! After what Mimosa had told me about herself and how similar we were, and if she was giving me magic already, no, I couldn't falter now. I had to remember current Lila as well. They deserve to live just as much as she did. Mimosa just smiled at me again, and we began walking towards the center of the lake. I had no idea how I even knew it had a center. It looked infinite, but finally we stood there under the ever-present moon, and Mimosa turned to me. I shall begin the ritual shortly. Now remember, true power will not abide in a weak spirit. Destroy all of your former weaknesses, eradicate them from your being. Only then will you gain the strength of magic you seek. Now, begin. Okay, come on, don't tell me you don't think when she turns on the freaking purple eyes on with some light kind of vibe or whatever, that she doesn't look even hotter now. It's so unfair. Huh? That was all the explanation I would get? What? Wait, what do you mean? The story of what? Oi! Oh. Right, makes sense. So this was what she meant. A figure seemingly made of shadows is standing before me. I can't make out its face, but without needing to, I already know who it is. After all, I'd seen this very figure every day of my life. Gee, I feel dumber for even playing that game. Games just don't know how to tell stories these days. A useless need dies and suddenly he's isekai'd into a world full of hot people who want to jump him. Everyone thinks he's special. The MC of the game loves him. He gets magic just given to him by Mrs. Horny Walking Fan Service. She even has horns. What basement-dwelling mouth braver? Come up with this. I'm going to tear them a new one in my blog as soon as I figure out who the writer is. The Shadow's tirade goes on and on, its voice increasing in volume and screechiness. This is what I used to sound like. This is how I actually was. Oh, wait, shit. I know who the writer is actually.
It's me.
Huh? I couldn't hack it in the real world. Don't think I was ever good at was archery, and accident ruined it for me forever. So I hid in my room for 7 years. I started playing bad video games and ripping on them in reviews. Because without that, I was completely worthless. The only way I could have value is if I found other people who sucked even worse. But I was too much of a coward to even pick fights with real scumbags, so I just ripped on fake video game characters instead. And all the while I secretly wished I was them, of the most brain-dead tropes, the harems, the wish fulfillment. I wanted all of it because I was just that pathetic. So really, it was a favor to the world when that runaway truck hit my room. Are you being serious right now? The truck. Really? You got isekai'd this way? The classic way? No, oh. It wasn't lying, that much I already knew. I've always known how pathetic my life was. So what the hell did I even do about it? I was already dead. I was supposed to get a new life here. But this thing was taunting me as if I'd never be free from it. Mimosa's voice rings in my mind, destroyed. Was this the weakness I had to destroy? But... should we trust her? I'm thinking dots. I'm thinking dots. Let's go dots. No, I couldn't. I couldn't destroy this me. Lila had told me. I couldn't play into Mimosa's hands like that. And even if I did, I was still just as useless as I was before. I think magic wouldn't change that, would it? I'd still be a useless asshole with magic. I'd probably use it to avoid walking around instead of even doing anything cool with it. Just like I spent all those years at home in my room, when I could have done literally anything else. Because I was just that lazy and pathetic and useless and...
Yeah, you're so hopeless that you need both of us there to make sure you don't get yourself killed, right?
Yeah?
Crew's voice was suddenly in my head. And joining it.
I would say Lord August simply has many facets to his character. He may appear weak, but his compassion and bravery is second to none. And he's quite a good shot with that bow.
Stop trying to act all noble and strong. You can't even take a good punch, so just rely on us for once.
Yes, my lord. Please believe in us if you can't believe in yourself.
Where would that quote be taken from, I wonder?
If Kurosaki Magia V. Alduin the Third was willing to be loyal to an idiot like you, well, you can't be that much of an idiot, right?
Oh. Right, that was Kuro's full name in the game, because he was supposed to be the last descendant of some king or some noble family or something.
That's so...
It really was such a stupid name, but then again, wasn't I just a stupid person for getting so hung up on it? Yeah, you guys are right, I'm an idiot. I guess that's why I need a party. Man, why was I trying to pick up magic anyway? I'm obviously a Dex class, right? I can't take stuff that hurts. I want to run away anytime something scary happens. I'd rather hide my room for years rather than face things. But that's told me. That's what they meant. I don't have to be someone else better. I don't have to get rid of myself. I can still do something useful even if I'm like that. Because these two are with me.
Wow, that's really cheesy now that I think about it. All I have to do is follow up with...
That's what having a balanced party means, and I'd hit the jackpot of stupid metal self-references. Guess that's just the way I am, but that's okay, right? I still do what I can to live better and help people, so you don't have to yell at me. Or at yourself. Anyway, just don't beat yourself up anymore, okay? At that moment I feel something coursing around me like light itself. It encircles me strangely warm and I feel almost as if 1,000 wing beats are brushing against me.
You.
Who?
You may be different enough. Let us treat our last hopes to you. Free us from here. Good luck, August.
And the other me just smiles and then... I'm standing in the lake once again, and Mimosa is staring at me with an expression I've never seen in her eyes. What's up, girl? Oh no, Huh?
How?
What did I just do? I just seen Mimosa's claws coming at me and trying to cover my face, but... I hadn't been hurt, and Mimosa was the one who'd fallen back instead, and as I stare, I realize there's a white glow around my arm, and warmth. She's still laughing.
Oh no, this can't be good.
Oh, how wonderful and unexpected. You have indeed gained power. But you should have taken advice, darling.
Sorry, I think I said shouldn't have, but it should have. Anyway, what do you...
You still don't understand, do you? You could have had true power if you only had the strength to destroy that weakness inside of you. But instead you embraced it, didn't you? And that endeared you to the wretched souls I bled to form this lake. They thought they had hope in you.
That was what this lake was.
So they given you their hopes instead, because they thought you could do more with it than they could. But the wishes of weaklings are nothing next to my power, and once I've stained this lake a beautiful crimson with your blood and shattered those last foolish hopes, I'll be free from their grasp at last.
Okay, come on, August, right now, the line, quickly. How about we go on a date instead? Come on, drop the line.
Pity. It would have been interesting, and else you could have stood up to me with some training a few decades maybe. But you can't do anything now, and now I'm going to enjoy this.
Oh shit, no! You...
Get your clothes off him.
What? August! Thank goodness we're in time after all!
So that was your plot, was it, witch?
Current Layla stand before me, Kurt's sword blocks me with a claw, and Layla's magic force protects the aura around us.
You guys! I suppose I should have expected you to appear here. After all, weaklings always flock together. Even though they should know better. Layla. I do know better. I know what you've done all to my kin, all of my kin. No matter how they try to serve you. And that's why I will stop you. Oh, I would love you to see you try.
That's a lot of light. Current Layla and Mimosa are moving so fast that I can barely keep up looking at them. Magic is swirling everywhere. Damn it, my bow's useless again when they are fighting like this. And even if they were managing to hold off Mimosa, they weren't winning. I know I just accept my uselessness, but I didn't want to be useless right here. I had to help them, but how? What could I even do? What did I even know how to do? Even my info from transmigration was useless. Hey, wait.
As long as the moonlight says the witch may kill her prey.
That's right, it's time to strike a Kamehameha. That's right, I did remember something. Mimo's game lore, she was tied to the moonlight, so under the full moon she was at her full power. And she told me herself, the moonlight was her domain, and she couldn't die under it. That was why she told me to bring Kuro on the night of the full moon. And if Kuro and Layla didn't know that... They did...
Yeah. What the...
No, she's... Well, that was quite a diversion. I suppose now I should return the favor. Which of you should I cut first?
No, I have to do something. I can't let her keep regenerating. But how do I stop her from using the moon's power when it's always there? Wait. Did I have magic now or not? I hope everyone Mimosa killed. They are light. And if I have enough light, I can do it. Somehow when I raise my hand I know exactly what to do. A white glowing sphere begins to form. And Layla and even Mimosa stare towards me, momentarily surprised by the sudden glow.
You are indeed using magic! Do you truly think you can stop with the dim little lamp? Or do you plan to?
The sun.
What?
You can't use your power if the sun blocks out the moonlight. I force off my power into my hand, the light flares growing and Mimosa's expression contorts.
You insect!
She lunges at me, but Kuro blocks her, and Layla's magic wraps about her as well, binding her to the ground.
Yes, August, you must hide the moon!
There's a plan, I want to, but it's still not enough. Anyway, you look at it, I'm still a noob even if I have magic. And if I can't make light bright enough, all of this would have been pointless. But even if I have to use up all of my magic, maybe even my HP, I have to...
Don't be a fool.
Hey?
Kuro, but...
I'm your servant, my lord. You had but to command me to help.
And then suddenly Kuro's hand is holding mine. I can feel the giant wave of his magic flow into me, and then the light around us explodes. I hear Mimosa scream just once before Kuro's sword falls. Huh? Wait. Am I still alive? I think I'm blank on something warm. I don't see anything, but it feels too nice for being dead. The game had a realm of the dead, and it was much gloomier than this. So what was... Something brushed against my hair and it itches. I wrinkle my nose. Did I die? Did Mimosa die and we ended up together? Probably not.
Hey, cut it out! You're awake.
What? What? What the? What? Kuro? Kuro's face was looking down at me against a beautiful blue sky and white clouds, surprised. That's what I was lying on. Yeah, I guess I'm awake.
I am glad.
I feel my cheeks turning red. Luckily, Kuro's face also seems a bit red. I guess we're the same way. He's kinda cute from this angle though.
Oh, you do?
Lila!
Seeing Lila there, I hastily try to get up, but Kuro just shoves me back down.
Rest, you overexerted yourself.
I did?
Yeah, your newfound magic allowed us to destroy Mimosa at last, and these woods have finally regained their light, but, well, you were new to magic. You really should not have used so much of it. It was lucky that Kurosaki was able to support you, otherwise, phew.
I might have actually tried to convert my HP to magic and died, huh? Sorry.
Shh, you are too foolhardy. I suppose that's what I've come to admire about you.
Admire?
Yes. I had thought you were a worm of a man once. You seemed to care for nothing other than your status and your gold.
Well, okay, he kinda had a point about that. That was the old Lord August, and the old me kinda...
But you were indeed very different from what I expected once faced with true adversity. And I suppose you are in fact someone I would willingly trust with my life.
I as well.
What the heck did I say to that? This was even worse than the most cheesy JRPG friendship moments. But for some reason I couldn't stop grinning like an idiot anyway.
Okay.
Then I hope I'll keep being a lord you can trust. Maybe because the sky's too bright or because I really am still tired. I feel myself getting drowsy again. But this isn't bad at all, right? We've beat our first boss. Lila's smile is like a ray of light and Kuro's hand on my hair is really warm. I can figure out everything else later. For now, I'll just try to live for real with these two beside me. The end. The end. Alright, I mean, I guess we sort of succeeded? We sort of succeeded, yeah. I mean, we went to the forest. We did not die. We did not allow Kuro to die. Lila also is alive. And, well, Mimosa is gone, unfortunately, but, well, she was the villain, I guess, in the end. And, sadly, we couldn't do anything about that. sadly. Overall, pretty good story, not gonna lie. I enjoyed it. Hope you all enjoyed as well. I won't... Actually, no, there is no other games from Inazuma Order. I did check, after all. I did check. That's not what I wanted. Under the Witch's Trial. Absolutely cute story. Oh, there are supposedly 2 endings. I feel like that second ending would be a bad ending, to be honest. So we'll not be checking it out. If you want to check it out, go to the link in the description, right? The game is free. Play it yourself too. And check out what would happen under the different ending. To be fair, I will still check it out if the other ending would be like, holy crap, let's go, then I might play it on for YouTube as well. If it will be like a, I don't know, bad ending, then we'll pass, because we got a kind of good ending. So basically what I mean is, for me, good ending would be we are with Mimosa from now on. Something like that. No, overall good game, not gonna lie, good game. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Hope you did as well. Consider liking the video if you did it. Again, other ending, get the game yourself. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be of course playing still more games. There will be more games and more games. And even more games. So really stick around, help me and the channel to grow to 2.5K now. And then we'll try to grow even further or something. We'll still play even more games, yeah, definitely. Also in the description, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram if you're into that stuff, so you can follow me, and that's it, okay? I'm famished. 10 minutes, 11 minutes after 4 AM. I want to get some sleep now. Hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow in a different game. Bye bye.